What is up, beautiful people on the internet? Today I'm here to give you some free stuff, guys, because I do not know anyone who doesn't like free stuff, especially if we have no strings attached. We have 4 bonus codes actually here to help you out if you have still not heard about those or activated them, which you're able to activate on EU and NA server. And also we have a chance to take our first look at upcoming tier 9 heavy tank, which looks pretty damn interesting, mainly because it is a tier 9 Soviet heavy tank with auto-loading gun. Well, we're going to take a look at that in a second. But first of all, guys, I know you can't wait to get those codes, to get your hand on free stuff. Keep in mind, guys, all those codes should have 100,000 users available, so better use it now, right away, rather than later. And also, to make it easier for you, I'm going to put the code redeeming sites on EU and NA server links to the top pinned comment, so check that one out as well, so it will get you straight to it, right? So first code is sub2watt official, which gives you 2x personal reserves, plus 50% to experience earned in the battle for 1 hour, and also 2 times plus 200% to free and crew XP earned in a battle for 1 hour. Extra experience, nothing to say about that, right? Second one is What Better, which gives you 5x access to a mission. It gives you a mission which gives you some free stuff as well. I didn't see what the mission is actually, but the code still worked for me. And we also have a THX Watt, which gives you 5 large first aid kits, 5 large repair kits, and 5 automatic fire extinguishers as well. So 300,000 credits worth of consumables, outside discount. And finally, we have What Forever, which gives you a 2D style, which looks like this. It is called Ice Shelf 2D style. I'm using this mouse as a little modal over here, and this is the style you are going to get for free. I did test all the codes before making this video, just to see if those codes still work, and as you can see, I was able to redeem everything, and I already received everything as well right over here. So use it now, ladies and gentlemen, do not wait. Links are in the top pinned comment as well. And congratulations if you're able to pick up some free stuff. Now, next up, let's talk about Object 752, the Tier 9 Soviet auto-loading heavy. Yes, it actually has a free shell autoloader coming in, and the official statement or the official picture looks like that. So this is Object 752, but with a little cheeky bricky, guys, with a little secret ingredient, cheeky bricky. I'm actually able to show it in the game as well inside the garage. This is Object 752, and this is how it looks like. It is a heavy tank, but it gives me way more medium tank vibes than heavy tank vibes. It looks very tiny for a heavy tank with the oscillating turret and everything over here, and free shell autoloader. And if I remember correctly, I have actually covered this tank as kind of a hidden tank in the game files before as well, like half a year ago, during the holiday ops season 2022, if I remember correctly. But now they officially revealed some details about this tank as well, and it is basically the same as it was over here. So let's go over it step by step, right? It features 122mm gun with 390 alpha damage, 248 penetration with standard AP round, 318 with premium APCR, and 68 with high explosive. It has 3 shells in the magazine, and the reload time between shots, aka the interclip reload, is 3.2 seconds. Quite a weird reload time, right? 34 seconds for the full magazine reload. Time for a complete reload, 34 seconds, so 390 times 3. You're able to do close to 1200 damage in 6.4 seconds after your first shot. So DPM, base DPM 1738 with 100% crew 1800. Dispersion, not the greatest, 0.42, aiming time 3.4 seconds. So I would say the gun handling definitely is not something to brag with. Nothing over here really shines. penetration average, alpha, all those things are kinda average, right? But for a Soviet tank, what is very special is minus 8 degrees of gun depression, as you can see over here. 8 degrees of gun depression, but very limiting 11.7 degrees of gun elevation though. And with 100% crew, you can see stuff over here, 32.6 second reload time. But now, when the gun seems like it stayed the same throughout all those months, when we were able to first see this vehicle, what they have tuned quite a bit is mobility, for example, because the old mobility was a 635 horsepower engine, 40 top speed, and so on. But now the new mobility is 35 top speed with 12 kilometers per hour moving backwards. The engine power, we have a bit less of that, 580 instead of 635. Then the specific power, aka power to weight ratio, 12.8 horsepower per ton. Hull traverse speed 30, turret traverse speed 23. So the mobility was tuned a bit and was made a bit worse on this vehicle. So the official files right now are the files we should look at, because those seems like they have not tuned that in the game yet. But survivability, 1700 hit points, 195 hull armor, 40 on the sides, which is quite crazy, right? 140 on the sides and 80 in the rear. Turret 330, 150, 120. The armor seems to be exactly the same, hit points and everything. 380 meter view range and 4 crew members. Very nice standard commander, gunner, driver and loader crew setup right over here. And as it is a heavy tank, we should look at the armor profile as well when we have it, and this time we do have it, because object 752 has been in the tanks.gg files as well for quite some time. Just double checking if the armor values are exactly the same: 195, 140, 80, 330, 150 and 120. Yes, those are exactly the same, and this is how the armor profile looks like versus 248 millimeters of penetration, for example. So on flat ground you have the lower plate, but this is not the biggest lower plate actually. It is quite a tiny one, and I would say it will be pretty damn easy to miss if it is actually as small of a heavy tank as it feels in the game. And the upper plate, when you are using your gun depression, let's say like this, right? You have... Okay, well, the commander hatches are still pretty prominent up over there, so commander hatches are definitely going to be the weak spot, the bread and butter for you to penetrate, because it seems like those are actual weak spots as well, even when you are hull down. And also the driver's hatch seems to be easily penetrable by tier 9s and higher tanks, I would say. So yeah, so some weak spots, but overall, if you miss those weak spots, very heavily armored, so it doesn't have any weak spots in the face of the gun mantlet, for example. And it has the V-shaped hull as well, so sides can be a bit rolly, like if you are trying to shoot the sides under some kind of angle like this, you know, just aim up over there, not on the side like that. Maybe a good reverse side scraper as well. Ooh, there is a little weak spot right in the middle, right in the center of the tank. I guess this is where the turret system is hiding, and the turret system is a weak spot behind the tracks. Something to think about, guys. Something to definitely think about. I didn't even notice that before. Okay, so reverse side scraper. Yeah, good to some, I would say so. Good to some. Maybe under angle like that, but this is also pretty... how to say, stretching out pretty far towards the middle of the tank, right? So this is object 752. Let's take a look at the stabilization as well. 0.26. Ooh, very poor stabilization over here. Let's go back into the game, because we are actually able to set it up a bit as well. So looking at that stabilization, definitely the stabilizer is needed right over here. Maybe ventilation, right? Maybe ventilation as well, because it cannot carry rammer. And what is the final slot going to be? I would say depends on the map, either turbo or improved hardening. Yeah, as it is a heavy tank as well, and most likely you want to be more aggressive in it. So turbo for some maps, improved hardening for some maps, because I do not see, or maybe you can put stabilizer, improved hardening, and turbo just to lose the ventilation advantages. Yeah, you could do that as well. Let's actually build it like this. So let's put turbo on it, let's put improved hardening on it, because the mobility is pretty poor without it. And field mods, let's say we upgrade that to fully. We cannot even select the slot over there. Okay, but boom, 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 those are always going to be in. Let's say we are playing this with food as well. What are we looking at? 1.9k DPM right over here. So this is just stabilizing the gun. Nothing else over here. Some more hit points. Gun handling is going to be a bit of a problem, but field mods will help that slightly. Not the max view range, not 420 view range, but what if I put the... Let's test it out. What if I put the ventilation over here? Okay, close to max view range, and I think we are able to achieve it with this, right? Yes. So you are going to take maybe a bit more artillery damage, right? But or the stun time, but your view range is up here where you want it to be, right? So this is Object 752. Could be a premium tank, could be a battle pass tank, could be something third. What do you think about this, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do not forget to use the codes, top pinned comment. This is where you are able to find all the codes and all the links as well. And I will see you next time. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, take care and bye.